I was thinking about some of my favorite things, and one of them in particular is a steakhouse. The way it just makes me feel like rich, and it's so delicious, it's up there. I'm prepping some lunches for the week, and I thought I could try to turn my steakhouse experience into a pasta salad. Because it is summer, it's pasta salad season. This sounds delicious to me. This might not be your typical steakhouse experience. Like, I do not like blue cheese, so that's out. I do not like potato, really, so that's out. So this is gonna be my experience. The fun thing about these is that you can do whatever you want. Gonna get some prepping done because there are some moving parts. We can get started. I have some delicious looking cherry tomatoes here, washed and dried. My current dilemma is, do I want to keep them whole or have them? I think I'll have them so I can get more. I know there is that, cap trick with the like container caps where you can sandwich these in between a bunch of them and do it all at once, but I'm not about that life, so I'm just gonna have all these and be done with it. Nothing too crazy here. Sheet tray, lima foil, everyone in the pot, and I'm keeping it simple. Just some olive oil, salt, and pepper. Give it a little zhuzh into my preheated oven for, I don't even know. If you like the way it looks, take it out. Did I mention my oven is preheating to 415 Fahrenheit? I like to cook them until they're jammier, not completely just mush, but it's hard to explain. I'm gonna check it around 10-15 minutes and see where it's at. Asparagus. Oops, I killed it. I feel like this is classic steakhouse side. Good hearty vegetables. These are looking a little sad. That's upsetting, but this will taste good. Asparagus, I like to just snap them at their natural snapping place. A lot of times people will snap the first one, get a good kind of glimpse of where it's at on the asparagus, and then just cut the rest so they're all the same size. But I like to snap them because some are very different places than others, and I don't want to be like chewing on that woody stem. And from here, I like to just kind of cut them in little pieces just to make them a little more bite-sized. And I get more of it that way. All I'm gonna do with these is blanch them in some boiling salted water just for a couple of minutes, make them really nice and green, drain them, and put them in some cold water to stop the cooking. I like them when they're a little crunchy. Now for my steak. I have a piece of flank steak here, so I'm going real simple with this. I didn't even marinate it. I'm just gonna go with a little bit of vegetable oil because I don't want it too wet. I did dry this off before I did this just to get any of the excess moisture out. Good amount of salt and pepper. You want this well seasoned, both sides. I've got the grill preheating outside. Gonna throw this on there, a couple minutes each side. I want it a nice medium-ish. Hopefully I don't overcook it. Got my steak here off the grill, just gonna let it rest for a while. While the meat is resting, I feel as though I need a cheese. I guess the most logical cheese to use would be like a cheddar or a blue cheese, but I'm feeling halloumi. This cheese is so good. It's a very dry, semi-hard cheese that is able to be cooked in different ways than cheese is normally cooked. Since it doesn't melt like normal cheese, I am going to grill this cheese. Well, not grill it, I'm gonna pan fry it. I think it's mainly sheep and goat milk. It's squeaky and salty and chewy and meaty. I'm gonna throw this in a pan with a little bit of olive oil and brown it up, and it's gonna add a lot more protein to my pasta salad. See, I fried it and it's really not all that melted inside. It does get softer, but it does not melt. So I'm just gonna chop this up. Also, this cheese is surprisingly difficult to find in the United States, at least where I am. But what do you know? Costco saves the day again because they do sell it at Costco, and I currently have more than a couple of blocks in my freezer. Moment of truth. Ooh, not too bad. Definitely could be worse. Slice up little slices. Now for the pasta. I wanted a short pasta for sure. Pasta salad, gotta have short pasta. And I'm gonna go with some of the Jovial Farfalle. This is gluten-free. Use whatever you want. This stuff is so good. This brand is delicious. It's the closest I've tasted to normal pasta, which makes me happy. So I'm just gonna boil this up to the package instructions, drain it, run it under cold water to stop the cooking and to cool it down since I don't need the extra starch for any sort of pan sauce. That's my plan. While the pasta is doing its thing, I thought I'd make the dressing. Big bowl, mayo. Go with some sour cream, seems steakhousey. Some Worcestershire sauce. And I want this a little tangy, so I'm gonna use some red wine vinegar, some salt, and pepper. Give it a whisk to combine. I feel like I might have made too much. I'm not sure though. Taste it for seasoning, adjust, and you're done. Just kidding, don't listen to me. You're not done. Well, I'm not done. I forgot to add some very important things. So a bunch of parsley chopped up, and a bunch of chives chopped up. And I wanted to brighten up the flavor just a little bit. I know I have the vinegar in there, but I want some lemon, so just a little bit of lemon juice. No seeds. Now you're done. Okay, let's assemble. I took the dressing out because I wasn't sure if I was going to use all of it. I may need a bigger bowl, but I don't have one right now, so we'll see what happens. I feel like this is already a mess. I'm already just making a mess out of myself. My cooled and drained pasta. I only cooked up maybe a couple cups. My halloumi, asparagus, my tomatoes. Oof, look how good these look. I forgot about these, so they went a little more in the oven than I wanted, but it's all good. They're gonna be sweet and delicious. My steak that I cubed up. I cooked some bacon earlier that I feel like maybe I'll just crumble in. I feel like this is very loaded potato-esque. Then the dressing. Start with that for now. And then I'm going to try not to make a mess and just give it a toss. Make sure everything gets coated in that dressing. Steakhouse pasta salad. It might not be the prettiest thing I've ever made, but it looks really, really delicious. It's now 1,000 degrees in this house and I've been cooking like all day. So I'm looking forward to this cool salad and also to go and take a cold shower. Get a bite of everything. I think you got everything. We'll see. I need to stop like blowing on cold foods. Oh yeah, there is so much flavor going on in here and textures. Ooh, this halloumi cheese. You hear it? I love a pasta salad like this because you can literally make it your own experience. How do you like your steakhouse meals? Had a lot of steps going on, a lot of different things to cook, but I think it's worth it, especially for a good pasta salad. You have to make this. It's so good. It'll be a hit at your next party. Bring this to a barbecue. Susan's not gonna know what hit her. And the dressing is so good. Creamy and bright and herby. Make it how you want it, but make it and enjoy.